I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spotlight Over the City. I'm your host, Stan Long, along with the lovely Terry T-Bomb Long, and also lyric rock star Hawkins. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Got a great show for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Facebook listeners, thank you. WLVS listeners, thank you. Listen Vision family, thank you. We got to shout out the whole DMV before we get started. We got a lot of traction in the city, a lot of people showing us love. So thank you to everybody who's supporting Spotlight Over the City. Uptown, we see you. Yep, up the street, the whole city. We see you, Gerard. We see you, Fairmont, Kennedy. The whole Uptown, we see you. Shout out to the South Side, as you already know. That's a given. The whole South Side. Shout out to Northeast. Shout out to Northwest. Southwest. Shout out to the whole Goodman League and the homie Miles down there doing their thing. It's playoff time. Hopefully Pierre and them gonna bring it home today. They played Berry Farms last week and they squeaked it out. Actually, that was when? The other day. So I've been going down to the farm checking them out. Of course, Mr. Miles himself put together an amazing thing, keeping people out the street, keeping people out of trouble, keeping them fenced in and safe.
Love it.
We like it a lot. Thank you, Miles, for what you're doing. And also, shout out to the Black Wall Street movement. He's a part of that. We're going to be giving out some awards. Stan Long is the executive director of Black Wall Street, D.C.
Oh, shucks.
And so...
Yeah.
Title?
Yeah, they gave me a title. They gave me a title.
They
gave me a little title. But the biggest thing I like about this whole thing, and I hope everybody's listening, if you don't know about Black Wall Street, do yourself a huge favor. Go on YouTube, look up the documentary. Look up Black Wall Street, the documentary. Look at it in full. Pay attention. Bring your kids there. Watch the documentary with your family. Mm-hmm. The reason I say that is because it's important to know the position that we held at one time so you can hold it again. Yep. And so that's why I am executive, whatever the hell I am, of Black Wall Street, D.C. Because I hooked up with the homie Donnie Glover in Baltimore, who is Be More News, also known as Black Wall Street, Baltimore. And we're going to New York on the 14th, and we're going to hook up with the New York Black Wall Street. And so we get ready to do a movement, man. It's going to get serious.
It's a movement.
I like it a lot. I love it. I love it. I love my people. I love to rock for my people. I love to side with my people.
Who you were, though.
That's what I do.
Who you are.
And so we got some amazing guests. You want to tell them
Don't
who we have
though,
in the building?
Man.
We got two artists.
Two phenomenal
Just
women.
know
It's
that
girl
power,
night.
though.
It's girl power night. Who run the world?
Girls.
Who run the world?
Girls.
Who run this mother? Yeah, baby.
Okay, I like it. I ain't mad at you.
You outnumbered like a
Hey, I'm not even mad. Women are very
Yes.
intelligent, very a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm not mad. Putting anything better than Trump would work, so.
That's right.
Hey, I'm cool. Let a woman run it. Yeah, I'm cool
Trump.
with that. Clayton Brown, what's good? Carrie, happy birthday, moms.
Happy
birthday. Sing it.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Carrie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. She's 79 years old today.
79,
and
Mom.
she's spry as ever, and she's looking fine, and she's healthy, and everything's wonderful. Shout out to my sister
Mom,
Cheryl,
I'm gonna
Dr.
show you how to
Nevison.
twerk tonight, Mom, when I get home.
And yeah, she's
on
gonna
your
do that.
birthday.
She's really gonna show you how to twerk.
Yes,
and
I am.
I don't think you need to show her though. At 79, I think she know how to twerk. I think she used to twerk on your father back in the day. That's how you got here. All that damn twerking.
That might be true.
But
But
happy birthday to you, moms, and everybody who came up. Uncle, look, they came
Uncle
all the way
Floyd,
from Florida. Uncle Floyd,
Lewis
Uncle
in the
Lewis.
building.
All of you guys that's over there watching us
My
today,
cousin
we say.
Sharon came up from Georgia.
Okay,
Like, they love
want
Mom.
are you telling her
Hey,
anything?
Sharon. Hey, boo.
Hey, boo. I know that's right. So shout out to everybody on Facebook that's tuned in. We appreciate you guys every week for listening to Spotlight Over the City. I know you could do something else, but you choose to do us. So we cool with that.
Yes, love y'all.
And
They choose
so,
to do us?
Yeah, they do us.
Yeah.
We do them. We do each other. We cool. We with that.
Wait a
It's
minute.
fine.
It sound like a
That
big
don't
old
sound right.
orgy type of thing.
Sound right.
Okay, I should choose some better words.
Yes.
Well, what do we do then?
We do them,
We
they
collaborate.
do us.
Okay. All right, you know what I'm
and
saying.
we got the
though.
camera going.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
we
that.
working. We working. So anyway, let's get to Spotlight News. Spotlight
Okay.
News. Today we honor Michael Jackson. Happy birthday. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. Happy birthday. You are a legend.
Yes.
You are a huge you're an icon in music.
Definitely an icon.
You have birthed so many people in music. White, black, Asian, whatever the race. You have birthed so many musicians that emulate you
Yes.
and your style of music and dance and the whole nine. It's innovative. It's before its time. It's timeless.
Yeah.
It's everything. So Michael Jackson, you were amazing and you did a lot for this world.
I wish you would
Just
just show them your Michael Jackson moves one time, baby.
You
I
got
don't
Michael
have
Jackson
Yes, he
moves?
does.
no Michael Jackson moves, but I do respect Michael Jackson. Honestly, I wasn't even a Michael Jackson fan.
Oh, I was.
But
I
I'm a
went to the
fan.
concert
I'm a
and
fan of a
everything.
craft. I'm a fan of whoever is the best at what they do. White, black, green, purple, and
Yeah.
so this young man is amazing, and he did some. So his songs was iconic. Something like "No matter if you're black or white," Thriller. They don't really care about
They
us.
don't really care about us.
You
No,
know,
like
heal the world.
Ben, the two of us. Remember that?
Yeah, baby, and Ben. Yeah, he
Yes,
Was
did
he
that.
Ben.
still with the Jackson
About the rap,
5,
right?
though?
Yeah.
Yes, Ben. That's my song.
Okay, so I just wanted to say happy 60th because that's a milestone. They gave a big thing out Vegas for him. A lot of performers, Usher, bunch of people. Usher got that thing down too, though.
And Chris
When I say-
Breezy,
and
too.
Chris Breezy. When
Chris
I tell you
too.
those two are Michael Jackson down, when I say the dance moves are there, they emulate him to the T. So thank you for that. We appreciate all of you guys as well. So moving on. On Tuesday, this one right here, I had to send a video clip. Just let me put the disclaimer out there. This is a little disturbing. It's idiotic. It's retarded, crazy. I shouldn't say retarded. Okay, let's use a better
Yeah.
word. Crazy. Disturbing. But I'm going to talk about it, and we're going to show this clip. But before we go to the clip, 2 women were arrested. They did get arrested because we saw it on IG, and they hadn't been arrested. But they was, I'll tell you what, let's go to the clip, and we'll be right back. Spotlight.
Bro, come on. Which one of y'all want hit this? Me! Come on, hit it again. Come on, little baby.
Oh, I
He federal as fuck.
He federal as fuck.
Ooh, yeah. Big gas. Big gas. Come on.
Yeah. He did this shit out his nose. He's federal.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all dig a lip ass. Having the shit here. You want to hold it? You better hear that shit wasting my weed and shit. Pass it to your sister. Stop chiefing. Give it to your sister.
I wanted the world to see this.
DBG.
So welcome back to Spotlight, you guys. Normally we don't even have clips like that on Spotlight, but I was so appalled. I've been an advocate for cannabis for at least 15 years. So I'm not here to bash cannabis. Cannabis is a beautiful plant. Cannabis is something that is, I think that the world should have embraced a long time ago. That's just my personal belief. I don't think that it's a drug. It's a herb. I don't believe that it's nowhere near worse than alcohol or any of these other things that has side effects. It doesn't have that. It has them, but they're good side effects, in my opinion.
The munchies.
So anyway, let's get back to this, though. Okay, let me tell you exactly about these 2 crazy
Idiots.
people right here. On Tuesday, these 2 women were arrested for smoking weed with their children ages 2, 3, and 18 months. I said 2, 3, and 18 months. So when I talk about being an advocate for it, what I'm saying is everything ain't for everybody. And so when you're an adult, you have to be mature enough to understand what's going on in the world. So evidently that's not for everybody,
Right.
including these 2. So I want you to know their names is the main reason why. Michaela Pearson
Dummy.
and Candace Little are the dummies of
Dummy.
of life. I wanted to say today, but they
It's
passed
a
today.
lie.
I have never seen such craziness in my whole life, though. I was just like, that's for real? Like, I thought I was being punked or something when I first saw it. And I'm like, nah, they for real. Like,
But
they,
you put it
Yeah.
out there on the ground.
yeah, so, yeah. What you
That's
say?
even
Talk
dumb.
about it.
I just feel like that's the
We gotta get you a mic.
mindset. Their mindset is so spread in themselves. Although they are physically in adult form, mentally they're not. You know, it doesn't make any sense because what happens is either it was a learned behavior or this is all they know.
Yeah. They're from Winston-Salem. And I think this is just one of those cases, like you said, this is really all they know. This is technically all they know, and you only know what you know. I don't care who you are until you learn different. You just know what you
But
know.
do you know you
And
ain't
so-
supposed to put it out there for the
Well,
world to see?
well, no, because you wouldn't have. And so
And
it's
then they thought
entertainment. You know, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I apologize. And then they thought that it was dope that these children were
Could
being
do that.
able to inhale the
They
way
thought
that
it
they
was
were.
dope. She said that's federal. That means this lit. Like he can. And this was the little one, right, blowing it through the nose. So I was like, you had
I
to
don't
have
know how to do
experienced
that.
it before to even be able to inhale and blow it out your nose at that age and don't choke, because grown people would choke for the first time
Yeah.
if that was the case. You know, not that I
Right.
smoke a lot, nothing like that.
Well, I
But
don't know
was-
how to do that, so.
But I'm just
I would
saying.
be choking.
Yeah.
Like it ain't going through
So
my
if I
nose.
blow something through lyric nose, she
I'm
was choked
done.
and gagged and all that. And the
I'm a
18-year-old
pass
outsmoked
Lyric,
you though. The
lyric,
18-month-old
you can't do a
outsmoked you out.
shotgun lyric.
No, I don't know how to smoke. I don't know how to inhale without choking. So I was just gonna lay low.
So they both been charged. They've been both charged with felony child abuse and 3 counts of contributing to a delinquent of a minor. And the bond has been set for both of these nutcases at $150,000 apiece, which I wish it was a mill so they couldn't reach it.
I hope
And
they
it
take
should
the
be a no
children.
property bond and secure bond, a secure bond, no property able to be put up, nothing. Because you need to sit in there and talk to some other adults that might could put some sense into your head while you're in there. Because I know some of them older girls gonna have something to tell you. So anyway, let's move on.
I hope
Yeah.
Child Protective Services took those babies.
Yeah, now normally we don't even show that kind of stuff on Spotlight Over the City,
Buffoonery.
but
That's your word.
yeah, it's buffoonery.
That's your word.
But the reason I did it is to expose these 2 young ladies because I wanted to further the cause and let people know a lot of people do this. A lot of young kids have children prematurely at a young age or whatever the case is. I don't knock none of that because it is what
Yeah.
it is. But you need guidance. You need people around you to balance you out. You need people to say, don't do that. That's not cool.
That's dumb
That's
as
not happening.
Right.
You need somebody to just be like, nah, don't put that on there.
I
Don't
agree.
get them kids that. Don't even do it around them kids if you can help it. Let them kids be somewhere else. So that's what you need.
I agree,
Right.
Pumpkin.
Well,
So
can
anyway-
I say one last
Yeah,
thing?
sure.
That's the power of God, though.
That's Tia Dade in the building.
Tia
y'all.
Day,
right.
that's right.
Thank you. So, thank you. At the end of the day, you know, the things that are done in the dark do come to light.
They
and
come to
and
light.
that was the only way that it could get out. It's unfortunate,
right.
but
Yep.
that's how it had to get out.
Divine
That's how it got
intervention.
out. And so just think, if that hadn't been on social media,
Divine
these children
intervention.
still, because they children, they little kids, they still would be blowing shotguns to these kids and letting them smoke joints and holding reefer in their hand.
And then it leads to
Because
another
nobody
drug.
would able to, would be there to say, nah, that's not cool. So now they know it's not cool because they in jail. So I won't say dumb. I'll just say immature and premature, and just definitely not adult-like.
Yep.
So let's move on.
Well,
And
the
I'm
dumb part
gonna
was
actually
putting it
just
out
have to
there.
pray for those 2 little girls. I think they need a little bit of that.
A beating.
I think
Yep.
that's really what's going on. Beating, I don't know if that's going to. But anyway, this situation right here is crazy to me. I want y'all to weigh in. Tallahassee mayor, and I like him a lot. I've been following him a little bit. Andrew Gillum shocked the Democratic rivals by winning the nomination for governor
Yep, of
of Florida. And then the other little crazy guy, the one who Donald Trump appointed. Just keep in mind that that's who appointed him. Ron DeSantis.
Ron
He
DeSantis.
said, we don't want to monkey this up.
You're the monkey,
This
Ron.
monkey said, we don't want to monkey this up by voting for Gillum. Okay, so you could have said, we don't want to screw this up. We don't want to mess this up. We don't want to F this up. We don't want to muddy up the water. We don't want to do a whole bunch of stuff. But just explain to me, young man, why monkey this up was appropriate. Monkey this up. Have you ever heard somebody say that before?
Nah.
So it's the same thing. So the young lady came on. Somebody ate him up. Tiffany had it. She ate the dude up on her post. And what she said was they must be sponsored by what's the company that had the little boy with the monkey shirt on?
Oh,
Curious George?
no, was that Target
I said the
or Old
company
Navy?
with the little boy with the monkey shirt
what store
on,
was that?
lady.
Oh, H&M.
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 So she said they
Yeah.
must
I
be
say
sponsored by
Curious
H&M,
George.
right? And so at the end of the day, we in a time now where it's a split and a divide in
Yeah.
this country, right? And so you're starting to see racism at its finest on both sides. You're starting to see racism at its finest. You're starting to see a lot of hate crimes. You're starting to see a lot of people who have entitlement issues. I saw a young lady on a bus getting that tail smashed, call a young boy an N-word on there, and he put it to her so bad, I wanted to help her. I wanted to say, don't hurt her. Don't hit her no more. Don't kick her in the face. Don't stomp her in her head. But guess what? You got to know where your butt at. Donald Trump ain't gonna be there to save you when somebody punching your throat. Donald Trump not gonna be able to save you when somebody choke that ass out. So you gotta be able to understand that that's politics, and everybody don't feel like you feel, and everybody we not going back. So just be clear. Look at me. Be clear. We not going back. We just not gonna do it. It's just all that make America great. We don't remember those days because it wasn't great in those days for us. It's great for you. So at the end of the day, we refuse to go back. That's why I hate Dallas Cowboys with them coon asses. They a bunch of damn coons standing on there tap dancing with this slave driving ass Jerry Jones. And so I'm pissed about that. And I think that Dak Prescott will always be the coon of the century. And I can never take that from him. So moving on, former officer Roy Oliver was sentenced to 15 years for the fatal shooting of the 15-year-old unarmed gentleman by the name of Jordan Edwards. This happened last year, by the way, April in 2017 in April, and he's just gotten sentenced the other day. They wanted to give him 60 years, but because he was a former officer, he got 15 years, right?
Well, it's going to feel like 60 when he get in that joint, because they're going to get his ass.
Yeah, it's going to feel bad for you. So, welcome to the prison system, Mr. Officer.
How you
sure
like your
hope you have to stay in population, Mr. Officer.
Don't drop the soap,
I sure want you to stay in population, officer.
Don't drop the soap.
Because you're going to need you some officers to help you in prison. Officer.
Yes.
I can't even say that I want to. I know I should pray for you, but sometimes it's tough. I ain't Jesus. I can't say that. So sometimes I find it tough. And when it's childlike crimes, like when you kill a child, I just have a tough time. So anyway. Throwback Thursday.
Let's go back.
11 years ago today, DJ Khaled released a song, I'm So Hood. Y'all remember that? I'm So Hood.
No.
T-Pain with T-Pain, Trick Daddy, Rick Ross, and Plies. I'm So Hood. Yeah. Let me hear. Yeah, that way. Yeah. And so that was 11 years ago. So we getting old, y'all, because it seemed like it was about 3 months ago. But it was 11 years ago. This is 11 years ago, though, right? And so anyway, shout out to Khaled and
Major key alert.
Anybody seen T-Pain? If you do, tell
he's
T-Pain
on the
what it do.
remix of LMA song "Booed Up."
Okay, shout out T-Pain. You know, he down there from Tallahassee, so he representing for the Tallahassee crew.
Did y'all know
there.
T-Pain was married?
I did not know that.
I knew that.
I know Trick Daddy, my homeboy. Shout out Trick Daddy.
I love Trick
like
and
Trick.
Trina.
Trick love the kids.
And the 6'9" boy.
Yeah, I'm rocking with Trick. So we gotta wrap it up because we got guests. So we gotta get it moving.
Come on now.
Okay, my favorite part of the show outside of our guests is
Shining
always
Star.
Spotlight Shining Star. What we do on Spotlight Shining Star, we spotlight people who don't normally get noticed, people who do things that's not on the radar, and they just do it out of the heart. So we try to put them in the spotlight. So Mr. William Schiller from Ohio didn't want his baby girl to miss missed his first day of school for his baby girl starting kindergarten. He lives in Ohio, Mr. Real Estate Agent / investor. So he dropped him a couple of dollars on a last minute flight and took off and went to Florida where his daughter lives, with her mother, and attended that first day of kindergarten with his baby girl and walked her to class. And I salute you, Mr. William Schiller, because guess what?
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of people out here that live in the damn same house with their kids and won't go the first day of school with their babies. There's a whole bunch of baby daddies and husbands that live in the same city and won't go across the town to see that baby go to school. So for you to jump on a plane from Ohio, we salute you.
Yes, sir.
Homeboy, we love you for being Spotlight Shining Star. So shout out to you, Mr. William Schiller. Big deal for me. I like it. I love it. I love it. So we ending that. And next up, we have our guests in the building, so we're going to get to it. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Coming up.
We got J Mills coming in the building.
Facebook family, too.
Shout out Facebook. What y'all talking about on here? We're going to get to
Eureka
y'all.
was mentioning white privilege.
White privilege is at its finest.
Is at its finest. What's up, Willie Lee, Bruce?
Hey, Mr.
My
Ray.
VA people is in the building.
Shout out VA. Hey.
VA.
Shout out to my VA clique down there. Shout out Gator.
That
Shout out Tinksy.
Alexandria.
Shout out everybody over there across the water.
Yes, Tasha Parks, Antonio Tijuana,
All y'all who
everybody.
joined in.
All right,
Who
then.
that? I don't know how to say that name. Who that?
Eva, Eureka Mills.
Yeah, you too. Shout out
Eureka
Eureka.
was the one that mentioned white privilege when we were talking about the officer getting only 15 years.
Yes, white privilege.
Yeah.
15 years, and he's the officer, so which means you're supposed to know better, which means they supposed to double your time up. You're supposed to at least did 30.
That's right. He gonna get it in the
Get
pen,
30.
baby. They gonna get him.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
He gonna
definite.
wish he never did that.
So we'll be right back. We got our guests coming up. Spotlight over the city.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See them superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See them superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See them superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city.
Hey, we are back, you all, with our plus one, the lovely, the real J Mills is in the building.
In the
Check
building.
it out.
Give it up, give it up, give it up.
The real
Can we get some
J-Mills.
energy? Can we get a clap for her?
Yes.
Can I get a clap?
Yeah.
Yes. Give
Thank you
it
for coming
up.
on Spotlight Over the City. We
Thank
appreciate
so
you coming
much for joining us.
Thank you. It's
Now,
my pleasure.
before you get into your interview, just know that my wife is a fake singer. She wants to be a singer so bad. So I just want you to know, if she asks you to perform with her, just tell her no and don't feel bad. I don't want you to feel
And
bad.
you would fall out if she asked me instead of the other way around. Because she been on my Instagram looking at some of my singing.
You
and
been
she
singing?
might, yes, on my Instagram.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
Yes.
Well, okay,
I've even
baby.
gotten some people calling me. I told you.
Hey.
Was it the police?
You know what?
Was it the hip hop police? Who called you, baby?
You know what?
Who called you?
Let's
Well,
move
anyway,
on. Keep
let's
it
get to
moving.
it.
Yeah,
Let's talk
get
about
to it.
you.
Let's talk about you, ma'am. When I looked at I looked at the sheet. I said, you know what? I'm not. This is just what I told you when I responded. I said, you are just thebomb.com. You got all these things going on, including being a phenomenal lyricist and a community.
Somebody say
activist.
lyric.
Yes, lyric.
Lyricist.
Heavy in the community. I even saw something about a boutique of clothes and just all kinds of stuff going on. So why don't you tell everyone who is the real J Mills?
Who are you?
I'm a Renaissance woman.
That's right.
I like how that sounds.
That's right.
That sounds sexy though. I'm a Renaissance.
So
woman.
distinctly, I live out my dreams. I'm really thankful for just being in a city where all of these different talents can be realized.
Yes.
And just excited to continue setting an example for being young, gifted, and black.
Yes, young, gifted, and black.
I love it.
I love it. Don't
I
you,
love
babe?
it.
We were looking at, Stan and I were looking at some of your videos, and we were just like, wow, she's amazing. She's so deep. Like, loving it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like what you
Yeah.
stand for, because I'm about this here. So I
Word.
like how you rocking and just the whole vibe. Plus you're an activist like me for cannabis.
Yes,
Yes.
very much so.
That's
Yes.
like, yeah,
I
big
the
up to
only
that.
one?
My husband saw that. He was
Shout
like,
out to
yes,
you for that.
my girl.
Pass the J.
Hashtag.
Pass the J. Yeah.
I'ma lock all of
Hashtag
them
pass
up.
the J.
So are you from the DMV? Are you from here?
Yes, I'm from DC and
Okay.
Maryland. You know how that goes.
We got some studio participation.
Yes, we got
From our
audience
guests over here.
participation over there.
I
Yeah.
can't take
So go
it.
ahead. I'm sorry.
So you're DC native.
Yeah, I went to Peabody and Watkins Elementary, and then we moved out Maryland. Finished up at Potomac Landing, Burroughs, out Akakeek,
Okay.
Oh, you was
Suitland,
all the way out
Rams,
Maryland.
Suitland High School. Okay.
Rams,
Shout
Ram
out
Pratt,
Suitland.
and then I went to Howard. So
H-U.
Uh-oh.
H-U.
You in the building?
Sorry. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't go there. I visited a lot.
Cheryl,
but I
you hear
didn't-
that? We got Fort Bison in the building.
Yeah, shout out to my sister, Dr. Nevison, another
Yeah, she's
HU.
teaching there now. So
Okay,
she
yeah,
went
yeah,
there.
yeah.
She's teaching on faculty now.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you think I could take free classes since she's teaching?
You have to qualify as her dependent.
That's no problem. That's no problem. Let's get it.
So you gonna give us a hit today. You gonna give us a song too.
Yeah, I sent y'all instrumental. You know, looking forward to getting that.
Did you study music at Howard?
No, it was marketing.
Really?
Shout out to the School of B.
Wow.
Hey.
Oh, well, I was in the School of C.
Okay,
we
that's
do
cool.
music. I thought you would be over in television and arts and
Very
all
versatile.
that good stuff.
Well, my uncle was in the music industry, and he was always very, very adamant about learning the business of music.
Yeah.
That's where many artists fail.
Go wrong.
They don't understand the business of music, and
Right.
it is
I agree.
a music
Business.
It is. They just see the spotlight part of that.
Yeah, you can have all the talent in the world, and many artists are taken advantage of left and
Yes.
right, up and down, all around. Every time you turn around,
You're right.
if you don't understand how it works. So I did go to school for recording engineering as well. I went to Omega, and I worked
Shout
at
out to Omega, though. They're hot.
That's in Rockville, right?
School of
Yeah,
Recording,
yeah,
Art, and
music
Design. And then I worked at Howard at Crampton as one of their engineers, monitor engineer, and audio technician. So I just I'm really thankful for learning that. As a woman in this industry, man, you better know, because they try and pull it out every chance they get. Like, every chance they
That's
get.
what's up. That's
So-
major.
So do you find it harder being a female artist breaking in the industry than if you was a male, you would think you would have a little easier time?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah.
The fix is in deep for Black women in the media, period. The music industry is just a hyper magnifying glass on how limited they want Black women to be in the eyes of the media. Even rap, it
Probably
just shows
want
you
a
they
certain look, though.
flat out. It's either if you're gonna be a woman, a feminine woman, you're a whore. That's it. Like, for real. Not even a pimp. Like, Lil' Kim was a pimp. She was a pimp. She was like,
Shout out Lil'
you
Kim,
ain't
too.
licking this. You ain't sticking this. And I got witnesses. Ask any nigga I can witness.
Yes.
You was like,
Okay.
Yes.
I don't want dick tonight.
Yes.
No.
She was on something different.
No, now we're like, Trey, can you buy me some bottles of rosé?
Right. You're right. It has changed.
I like
Asking
Has
her,
changed.
how you gonna ask him? You asking for bottles? Kim would never. Kim would never.
Never.
She would
do it.
never. She would never know. She
Oh,
got
hell to
sands
the-
in the Marylands.
That's right.
Bahamas in the spring.
Yes.
Baby, it's a big mama thing. Can't tell by the diamonds in my rings. I'm sorry. Somebody is
No,
rapping
no,
along with me.
yeah,
Somebody
That's
knows.
what, you know, we be with all that over here.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Look, get it all. Look, get into
Lil'
it.
Kim
Get into
was
it.
real, though. Especially when she took that bed and didn't snitch. She was like, I'm going to do this on my head.
Yeah, and Lil
And
C.
had an album with 5 mics attached to it at the same time. How
Yep.
you go to jail and get an album with 5 mics?
Came right back
Yeah.
out to it. La Bella Mafia, man.
Yeah.
She was with it. She was right. She was
I think that
real,
was one of her
man.
best
Then
albums.
there was even the Eve, and there was
Yes.
still a Foxy, and there was still a Sister Soldier,
Mm-hmm.
and Queen Latifah, and
Mama Mia, Mama X.
Mama Mia, Lachette.
So because you're conscious, right, and because I see
Trina.
where you are, tell me what you think about Cardi B.
I think
Yeah, good one.
I love
Honestly.
me some Cardi B.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I love her because she's real, and
Yes.
that's all I want in an artist. Just be real. I don't care what your story is. Just be real.
Be
I want to
real.
believe you
Be
when you
believable.
rap your raps. I want to believe it.
Yeah.
You know what you're saying, man. I can't get on my high horse. As conscious as I may choose to express my music now. I definitely was a 3-6 Mafia fan. I listened to a lot of things. It was real.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Just
Yes.
tell me a real story. I only fuck with those
Yes.
who only fuck with me.
I like her,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's
I
not
like
like
her.
it's all profound bars. It's just a real story. Let's
Yeah.
plan a robbery.
Let's
I
get
don't
it.
know. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's
And
get
so that's what I like. A lot of people, I got into it. Shout out Dame Dash. We were talking about this on Instagram one day.
Oh, I know Dame.
And Dame was like, man, she going to be a one-hit wonder.
He said about Cardi?
No, sir. She's not going to be a one-hit wonder. So we went
Cardi-
back and forth, right? Back and forth. I said, I already heard some joints on her mixtape that's going to be, clean it up, and that's radio ready. And it's going to surpass the single. But she's proven it time and time again. So now you definitely know she's not a
Dame
one-hit
said
wonder.
that?
Yeah, not Dame,
Oh.
Dame, New York Dame. I got a homeboy, Dame Dash in Baltimore. So yeah, my homie in Baltimore.
You mean
said
not
it
the
was going
real
back and
Dame
forth.
Dash?
Nah,
That's funny.
no. Well, he the real Dame Dash. He's different Dame Dash.
You were
Dame
James.
Dash said that?
Yeah, I should have left it there. I should have left it there.
Clear that
Yeah,
up.
but I disagree with him. But not only that, I like the rawness and the realness, and I think the whole world has embraced that. The raw, candid Cardi, even if it makes her look foolish at times, it's her truth.
Who she is.
And so she doesn't. She don't hide it, right? I love it.
I do.
And so they was talking about her getting three. She said she's not leaving her house with less than 300,000.
That's what
while
she
she got
said.
that baby.
Pay
And they trying to give it to her.
That's right.
I
I
ain't
said,
mad
get
at
that bag, Carly.
That's
That's
right.
how you do it. You tell them, y'all need me now, and I'm in here babysitting. I got my newborn. So if you want me to leave my throne, you're going to have to make it worth my
Yes.
time. I'm going to have to
her.
get 300 or better. And they
That's
said,
right.
we going to make that happen for
That's
you.
right.
So she got shows coming up. They're going to pay her 300,000 to do.
I ain't
Love
even
it.
mad.
I ain't mad at
I
it.
love it.
So why don't you tell everyone what you got coming up? What do you want our
Yes.
viewers to know about you before
The
you
real
hit the
J.
stage?
Hashtag Pass the J.
Yes.
The J Suite is moving. We'll be in our new location next year. So
Okay.
for in the in between time, man, just look out for the new music. I got some great stuff cooking up this winter coming.
Yes.
Winter is coming.
What's your
Yeah.
social media so they can connect and follow?
I am the real J Mills. That's JAYMILLS on everything. The
On
Real J Mills on
everything.
Facebook, The Real J Mills on Instagram, The Real J Mills on Reverb Nation, on SoundCloud.com. The Real.
check her out,
Don't forget the
y'all.
Real.
The real.
The real. Is
The
it the
real.
or the?
THE.
Okay,
The.
we got cleared up. 'Cause some people say
The
duh
real.
or whatever.
THE.
THE. So
Check
before
out-
you
check
before
her
you hit
out.
the stage, do you remember Jay Mills from New York, the writer Jay Mills, that was the battle rapper that was writing for Puffy?
I do.
Very lyrical. I haven't seen him. I was gonna wonder where he came from, and did you know about that name before you became Jay Mills?
Well, people call me J Mills for the same reason that they call him J Mills. My name is Jamila. And I actually didn't choose to call myself this. It was some years ago. Shout out to my man Dre, All Day in the Paint. This was for one of the very early DMV awards.
Yeah, I remember that.
Very, very early. Like it might have been the second one, if not the first. No, it was the first. And I was nominated as Jamila and J Mills, and they spelled it differently. And they counted it differently.
Got you.
And I was like, man, I need to control this. And
Yeah.
J Mills got a lot of votes. With the, I guess
let's-
I'm J Mills
J
now.
Mills,
Go with
right.
that.
Go with that. You
And the
guys
rest was
wanna-
history.
Yeah.
So what you gonna perform for us today?
This piece is called Moment in Time. It's actually new. That's why it's just an instrumental that you
Yeah.
guys got.
Okay.
Jacob, you got that instrumental?
This
Shout out to Jacob too on the ones and twos, man, making us look good.
Jacob.
We love Jacob.
Ones and twos.
So can you bust rhymes too? Could you
Yeah,
like
because you seem
Episode-
lyrical, like you get ready to
Yeah.
rhyme.
Episode 4, I think.
Episode.
So we'll do a quick commercial.
Random name.
Okay, so
Shout
we'll be
out
right
to
back
Kai.
after this commercial, and we'll have the one and only in the building. She's
The
gonna be
real
on
J
stage.
Mills.
The real.
One and
The
only,
real
the
J
real
Mills.
J Mills in
Don't
the
forget
building. We'll
the
be
real.
right
You
back.
dig.
Spotlight.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city.
Yeah, our camera's right here. We got the real J Mills in the building. She's going to perform something live. I'm not going to do anything with her. Not this time. When she come out with her new music in December, I'm going to be ready. Let's do it.
The beautiful mind coming out, man. Shout out to my man Kai on the production. This track right here is coming off the chapter called The Gift. The Beautiful Mind is a story of my life, you know, and the gift is about when I realized that I had a gift with words, I had a gift with rhyming, I had a gift with conveying these thoughts on a beat, and it's a couple artists that really influenced my life that comes real clear when I get real lyrical, and in this piece, it's dedicated to Scarface, you know, so I'm showing a little honor to him with the way that I spit these bars. If you don't mind, if you don't mind, if you don't mind. This song is entitled A Moment in Time because, well, if I only had this moment in time, then well, if I only had this moment in time, then God damn. Well, if I only had this moment in time, then I, well, if I only had this moment. Look, if all I had was this moment that you hear my voice, and my tomorrows were destroyed by a higher choice. Some random damn, I'm standing in the golden land of after. Hand in my last chapter. I start with laughter for my fam. Before and after, man, they have to understand. I meet the master there in the promised land, just like you can if you take the higher hand. And man, I was 2 years old in a ballet dance, a ballerina dreaming of solo toe stands. I'd daydream of a candy land with bubblegum speakers and chocolate mic fans and gumdrop fans just clapping their hands, then do my dance. I just need one chance. I promise I can keep the pen in my hand while I'm writing out my destiny as fast as I can. And if I only had this moment in time, then I tell you that you can fly. See, if I only had this moment in time, then I'd tell you that you can fly. Listen, I live each moment like my last given. My past was different, gas driven on a higher path. I'm living calculated like math. Division happens, but that's how multiples are driven. I want you to listen to my vision, picture how I'm living. I'm looking for what's best for me, living life so recklessly. A million situations that just should have meant the death for me. So now I guess what's left for me to do is shine. But life as a star means that I cannot find my name in the sky while I am alive. So astronomically impossibilities are mine, but I'm some kind like divine. Greater is he that is all than am I, but I am a part of the all. So impossible is a lie. It's possible to fly, it's possible to die, it's possible to try. Keep your head to the sky. See, if I only had this moment in time, then I'd tell you that you can fly. See, if I only had this moment in time, then I'd tell you that you can fly. If I only had this moment in time, then I'd tell you that you can fly, and you can fly, and you can fly. Tia, you can fly, hey, you can fly, I can fly. Outside, you can fly. DC, we can fly, we can fly. Keep your head to the sky. Yeah. And I'm the real J. Yes, the real J. Yeah.
Don't you go nowhere. Give it up one more time for the one and only, the real J Mills in the building. Spotlight over the city. Give it right back. We'll be right back at this commercial with another Tia Day in the building. We're going to give it up one more time for Tia Day. Right back after this commercial. Spotlight over the city.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Give it up one more time for the one and only Zid, the real Zid Mills in the building. Yeah. Now we got Tia Day in the building, so we're not done. We're not done. We just getting warmed up. We still not finished. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
So you're gonna grace the stage as
Tia
well.
Date is in the building.
Yes, God.
Yeah, love it. So give us a little bit about who is Miss Tia Day.
Oh, I consider Miss Tia Day to be a dynamic artist and entertainer.
Yes.
That's what Day stands for. Pretty much I have been singing most of my life professionally for 20 plus years now, and professionally acting as well for about the last 15 years or so.
Wow.
So,
And I think that's how I met you in a movie or something we were doing.
I think, was it Anacostia where I met you, or
it was
something
before
else?
that.
Okay.
It was before
Yes.
that. And it was a minute. It was like 08 or something.
Yeah, it may
was
have been
back
with
there.
Frank Jackson or somebody like that. But
But you've been on the scene for a long
For a while,
time
yeah.
acting, because that was years ago, at least a decade ago.
Yes.
And you sing, and I seen you around town. I was told, my Tia said, we had to get Tia on the
Thank
show.
you.
Yeah,
so
I'm
much.
so glad to have you.
Yeah, so we
Yes.
thank you for coming aboard.
So glad to
Spotlight.
have you. I just
Thank
found out
you.
she knows Dr. Neverson too.
Yes,
Okay.
that was
Small
my-
world.
It's a
So
small
that's
world.
sister. That's
Yeah.
sis. That's family.
Yeah.
Shout out Dr. Neverson. How you
Yeah,
doing?
she's watching. She's watching as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, so we're gonna get you right on the stage because I want to hear all of this
Well, we
voice.
gotta get a little more-
I've been
little more juice
listening
from
to
her.
you on your thing. I was like, oh, me and Stan said last night, like, she is a powerhouse.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely.
God is good. I have 2 albums out that are streaming live on all of the live digital networks, which is Spotify, iTunes, all of that. First album was released in like 2009. It's a New Day. And then I released my own, my second album on my own, which is Day Collection. And I have a few singles out, so yeah.
Listen, and then I saw your moves when you was on the stage. I said, well, wait a minute.
I'm far away from an old Beyonce
Wait a
move,
minute.
but God,
Yeah,
you
you
know.
got something.
But you got something with it though, right?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
Tia, I know that you're a mom.
Yes.
So I know that you're acting, you're
a lot of
singing,
balancing.
you're performing, you're auditioning for certain things.
Yes.
On major networks. But you're a mom. How you get
Yeah,
all
how
that
do you
done?
balance that?
Yeah.
You know, I tell people all the time, and they think it's probably a little cliche, but it's God. You know, I really give him the praise. It's without him, I could do none of this. And of course, you know, family support, things like that. But I have 2 beautiful daughters who are awesome, and they support me. And I've always taken them with me, whether it's an interview, audition, a show. They either backstage, on stage, or sitting in front of the stage. We gonna make
Love
it
it.
happen.
Yeah.
That's
Love
what's up.
it.
Yeah.
That's
They
what's
should
up.
been
So
in
they're
here
proud
tonight.
of your mama, proud of their mama, I'm sure.
Yes, yes.
So
I
when
have
they-
2 good girls, 2 honor roll students. So, you know, like I say, it's a blessing, you know, it really is.
Oh.
That's definitely a blessing.
That
So
is a blessing.
before you hit the stage, can you give them all your information and tell them what you got coming up next?
Yeah, what's going on with you?
So right now I'm working on a project with Kelvin Terrell. It's a pilot he's shooting to, you know, shop around to networks. My movie Thick, first leading role, is streaming live on Amazon Prime right now. Along
What is it called again?
Thick.
And where is it streaming?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon
Yeah.
Prime. Make sure you guys check
yeah.
out Thick.
We gotta do
Yeah.
We're
that.
definitely gonna check it
And
out.
then another movie I'm in that's streaming live on the same network is called The Meek. As far as my music is concerned, just working, I love to sing live. Live is what I thrive off. Singing with tracks are okay, but when I sing live, I get to get riggedy. So,
Yeah.
you know, I like that.
Okay, all right. Well, so next time you're gonna sing live because I play the flute. You sing that?
Listen,
That
we're
girl
going to
said
make
she
it
played the
happen.
flute.
Did you just say the flute though?
But you said the flute. You played
Babe,
the flute.
It
you
could be
play
the
the flute. Hey, so
said
before
the
we get out, before we get you on stage, I want to say a special because you just reminded me. T Miles, hey, Terry Miles. Shout out to T Millions, Terry Miles. He did a movie, Recognized, that we went Recognized 1 and 2, but now he's over there with Master P, which is one of his good friends. Awesome. He's in the Hookup 2 with Fat Boy and what's the little dude, Pia, the little short guy.
The comedian?
Yeah, both of them are comedians. Hilarious, right? So shout out to that whole thing. Shout out to Master P as well.
Lil Duval?
No, it's a little guy he has that Gary Drummond disease. Remember how Gary Drummond was the little Gary Coleman. I'm sorry.
Okay. But it was Mr. Drummond.
Yeah, I threw them all together.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, what's his name? Gary Coleman. Yeah. So he's a small guy, but he's a grown man. But he comes off like a kid because he's that small. And he is hilarious, right? So he's in the movie as well, the Hookup 2. So we'll be looking out for that. So we'll get you on stage now. We'll be right back right after this commercial spotlight.
All right.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina. I put the spotlight on your city.
Hey, y'all. What's up? Guess what? My girl Tia Dade is in the building. Yes. And if you don't know, you're going to know right now. R-A-T, right now. Yes. Right here on Spotlight Over the City. Tia Dade, get ready. Take us up out of here. Yup. Actress, singer, mom, phenomenon. That's what you're getting ready to get. So Tia Dade, tell the people what you got.
Listen, I'm about to make y'all feel real good. Because everybody like to feel good, right? Yeah. All right, DJ, drop that track. Yeah. All right, listen up, listen vision. Spotlight over the city. It's your girl Tia Dade. I'm in the building. Woo! Hey, come on, put your hands together for me. Feels so. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would ever find someone like you, baby. I used to hope, but it never seemed that I could ever meet someone like you, baby. But then you came along and brightened up my day. Came my heart a song and chased the clouds away, and made me love you. Come on, y'all, feels so good. Care for me. Hey, feels so good knowing that you're mine. You give me all that I ever need. At times I can't believe that I got you, baby. It feels to me like a fantasy and not reality because of you, baby. I'm happy all the time, so loving and you're kind. I pray you never leave, and now I do believe. I really love you. Feels so good. Hey, care for me. There for me. Hey, feels so
that you're mine, oh mine, yeah. He's scared, y'all. You know you make me feel so good. The way you touch me, the way he holds me. Ow. Feel so, hey. Feel so, feel so, feel so, feel so, feel so, feel so, feel so. You make me feel so good, yeah. You put the biggest smile on my face. You carry yourself with style and grace. You chase all my cloudy skies away. Now it feels so good. Feels so good. Knowing that you care for me. And you're there for me. Yeah. Feels so good. Knowing that you're mine, oh mine, yeah. I feel so, I feel so, I feel so good, yeah. I feel so, I feel so, I feel so, I feel so, I feel so good, yeah. Woo! I feel so good, yeah. Thank you.
All right, y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw me hold it like this, getting it, because Tia puts it down every time, all the time, acting, singing, whatever it is, she got it. But Tia,
Yes.
we gotta let everybody know, how do they get in contact with you? How do they connect with you? How do they stay following you so they know what you got coming up next?
Well, you can always connect with me on social media. It's TIADAE. That's for Instagram, Facebook. My website is www.tiaday.com. And if you want to book me, it's bookings, BOOKINGS, at tiaday.com. Thank you.
Well, we appreciate you here on Spotlight. And you know, you family with me, but we family now. It's a big difference. So guess what? We're out of here, guys. Oh, quick announcement. Sorry.
Before we go, make this announcement. Come on.
All right, before we go, y'all, we have a new segment coming up next week with Jeannie Jones. So don't forget about that. 60 Seconds of Hollywood with Jeannie starting next week, September the 6th. And we're also going to be added to the Hall Mills Network. This is a network out of the state of New Jersey. So we're expanding, and they're going to have us on their network as well. So check them out, hallmillsnetwork.com. Check them out tonight, and every week we're going to be on that network as well. So thank you for joining Spotlight Over the City. We love you all.
Yes.
Hey, honey, you want me to do I'll close out? Live good, love hard.
No.
God first.
But hold on, he said
Right.
no.
He said, no.
Well, you got to do it.
Love hard, live good, God first. Spotlight over the city.
I put the spotlight on your city.